And you're going to have to carry on the tradition in the Wilson family. Again, your cousin mind the mentality towards going higher in your education. You cannot just go to school and be in a desk and don't learn.
Come on now.
And expect your teacher to teach you everything you should know. That's not going to happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
You got to study for yourself.
My God.
Like I told my son and daughter, I've always talked to them each year, each grade level, and I knew they got tired of hearing me talk. So being an educator, that's what I do. I talk. And my granddaughter, I'm going to talk to her too. It's all good in the right neighborhood. Now, parents, we know our children don't want to hear us. But you have a responsibility. Even though you know that as a parent, you still have to sit down and talk to that devil. You have to tell that devil what you expect. And it's all good. From pre-K on up, I sent my two kids. And the second one born also, Crystal and Wilson. I named her Crystal, my wife and I decided a middle name, and we gave it to her. And I told them, this is where it works in the Wilson household. You are going to get your education. That's the bottom line. That's the way it works. Because I know what you need. Because I don't want you to stand with me when you get older. You got to feed yourself. In order to feed yourself, you got to have an education to make mucho dinero. Money. Comprehend. Now, you know, this is a great honor. And I can go through a lot of history, but I'm not going to waste all that time. But I know it's significant. Okay? The chills and the goosebumps is still on my body. And knowing that what James and I did, it worked.
It did work, man. It did work.
We have a Texas A&M graduate right here. We have a Bowling Green graduate right here. We have a statesman, all the way from Lufkin, Texas, Washington, D.C., and the Capitol. We have my son, which is my identity, which I'm very proud of, and I raised him right. I taught him. And he has grown to be a wonderful young man. I taught him math when he was 1 year old. And think about it, parent. That's my granddad. When you capitalize on things, you have to take the investment. You have to take the time and teach your children. I know we work, we tired when we get in, but you still have to take that quality time to work with them, to find out what's going on in their life during the day, at school, wherever they are, and to instill in them that you do care. When I taught my son math, he cried, but he didn't give up. When you have a son or a daughter that cry, but don't give up and be consistent, you know you can teach them almost anything. Because they do not give up. When he didn't give up, I knew what I can do for him. And he knew what he's going to be able to do for himself. about teaching him math. He became a tutor himself in junior high school. Algebra. He made high marks on all his tax tests back in the days. And one thing math connected him before he left high school, since I am from Katy, Texas, the home of champions. My son played on the 2000 team of Katy. That year we beat John Tyler. They went 16-0 and won the state championship. Wide receiver right there. But he did get a scholarship to go to Prairie View, and he went to the summertime. And knowing everything in the summer, when the freshman class came in, he was sort of a big man on campus because he knew the university. Now, to make the long story short, I'm so proud of him that he got his degree and he became one of the best electrical engineers the world has ever known. And put a footnote in, he did work at NASA. And he transferred to another company. Now, on a good note, I have to mention my daughter, Crystal. I told him about the light will shine one day. When you go into a dark room, you have to turn on a switch. If you don't turn that switch on, you are in the dark. But that light that was dim started to illuminate the complete room. She is gifted, and God has blessed her with a talent. She went to the same university that my wife and I graduated from, Sam Houston State University. And God has blessed her in her field. I've been a teacher in Aldine. She majored in dance, and she is the choreographer and the president of the dance ministry at Galilee Missionary Baptist Church. Moving on to my niece. First one, I capitalize on that. Happy birthday, sister. All right. You know I love you, and you can't do nothing about it. All right. And William, God bless you. And I have done a great job together. But listen, you know you're special to me. You always been. I remember when your mother brought you to your Uncle Leroy's house. You was a toddler, trying to make it to the turtle tales. And I told your mother, I looked at you and I told your mother, I said, your daughter gonna be like my daughter. They're gonna mature fast. I said, one day, you and your husband gonna have to make sure that you have a double-barrel shotgun to make sure nothing will interfere with her education. Now, for this girl, each time I talk to her, I always mention the word education. Okay? Because that is the key. What will you be without loving parents, loving grandparents, setting the way to make sure you be the best that you can be according to receiving education? Now, this is for all the young people. That's not saying that I'm old. I want you to listen to this. All of you think you know more than we know. And you're a plum fool. And that's the bottom line. Okay? Now, what you have to realize, where you're trying to go now, we already been there. It's nothing out there in the streets. When you're on campus at the university, you're either going to have a dorm room or you're going to have an apartment that you go to when you get up a level. go to your room, take out your iPad. Back then I had textbooks. Most of you on this new technology, you got your iPad, you got your iPhone. I always told my students, especially my 8th grade girls, I teach junior high school, and I know what the middle school is all about. They're still maturing, they need to be nurtured, and their hormones are bouncing off the wall. And we got to show them the right direction. And I told all my girls, students in my class, because that's the age that you get interested in boys. I told regardless of what race they were, Caucasian, Spanish, Black, Indian, Mexican American, Asian, because I'm all the races too. I told them that your best boyfriend are your textbooks. I'm going to tell you what. Your textbook will not lie to you. It will not cheat on you. It will not let you go to bed crying at night. It will love you if you love it. Jesus said that God said, I gave my only begotten Son into this world. And He's here to love you. And the listener, we all love you. We want you to be the very best you can be. Now, this is a proud moment for your Uncle John, also known as Catfish. And I know for a fact, with the support you got from your mother, your father, your brothers, you will make it. You got your aunties, you got your uncles, you got your cousins, you got the whole village. We got to raise these kids like they did when I came up. If you got whooped on one corner, you got whooped on the other corner. And then you got whooped when you got home. But now we got child abuse. We got 911. We got these kids in the house and all your food, living with your air on and your lights on, not turn them off, and trying to tell you what to do in your own house. What type of mess is that? That means when your kid trying to tell you what to do in your own house, you don't have control of your household. If they keep acting the fool, tell them the same door that they came in, they can leave out. And I guarantee that will change things. I'm going to end this because I feel very good right now. Because when you are standing on a sound foundation, you can speak from authority. And nobody in here can tell me what I said was wrong.
Okay.
No one. Because I know I'm right. The reason I know I'm right is because God told me to tell you this. He said, if you knock at the door, or while He knocking at the door, if you open that door, He will sup with you, and in turn, you will sup with Him. There's nothing like praising God. God bless you, Valencia. God bless His household. God bless everyone who's here. If you have learned nothing from what I said tonight, let me leave you with this here. When you are struggling, you don't know which way to go. You're on a lonely highway. You're all by yourself. You think you don't know yourself? You think no one loves you? We all know that God loves you. But this is what I want you to remember. Because I had come to realize the same thing that I'm going to tell you right now. When you are feeling depressed, when you think you got it going on and you do not, when you think your best friend don't love you anymore, when you think your mother and father is on your case each day, when you think that there's no way out, all obstacles are against you, remember these 4 words. This too shall pass.